Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the difference between a beat maker and a producer. All right, so the difference between a beat maker and a producer kind of are based on what you hear within the word itself. So let's start off with a beat maker. A beat maker is a person who could pretty much just make a beat. Anybody could do that, right? You could use anything. You could have equipment. You could have a controller, drum pad, MP60, or whatever the case is, and you could make beats until your fingers just fall off, right? You could even use your keypad on your computer or a laptop or desktop, whatever it is, and you could construct beats that way. Use the pencil tool and the FL Studio and all that other good stuff, and you could construct a beat. Now, let me also make something very clear, right, to a lot of you young beat makers, right? A beat is technically a drum groove. I must make that clear because I think everybody says, yo, give me a beat. Yo, Zeb, give me a beat. And they want a whole song. That's not a beat, that's a song, right? A beat is what the drum does. A groove is what a drum creates. And then a rhythm is created by the other components of other instruments that gives you a song, and that creates a bigger groove and everything like that. I had to throw that in there because that drives me to drink. Beats are not songs, songs are beats, all right? Or yeah, something like that. You get the idea. Beat makers can construct beats any kind of way they wish. What is a producer? A producer is somebody who kind of oversees a project. Could be hired by a label, could be hired by the band or singer or whatever the case is. And again, maybe never having constructed one strip of a song at all, but is hired to oversee the project and make sure that the project is actually compiled together the way that the label or artist wants, and then they put it out for sale. Now, can the artist do that? Maybe. Maybe the artist has an idea of how the song goes, but may not necessarily know how to compile the idea on how to record the song, and therefore also market the song. There's a slight difference between what a producer does and what an executive producer does. But in any event, we won't go into what an executive producer does, right? There's a huge, clear difference between what a producer does and what a beat maker does. And some beat makers are given production credit. Some rightfully so, some not rightfully so. A lot of beat makers, without even throwing anybody under the bus, Metro Boomin, give me another name, Sunny Digital. People like him, not saying anything negative against you, Sunny Digital, but hey, are these producers or beat makers given the credit for production? Did they have any way on how the project was overseen and how the project was discussed and which way it should go? Sometimes they just make a beat, person comes in with their raps, and then boom, song is done. But no real sense of direction of where to really push it, how to really say your lines on this beat, how to ride that particular track. That's what a producer would really do. Again, without any real ability on how to sing, rap, or whatever the case is, there's a way to deliver a particular line, note, phrase, whatever the case is, that makes this particular song what it is. And the producer is supposed to do that in true definition of what a producer is. Now, am I saying nobody who does beats should ever be called a producer? I can't call it. And I think there are some people who are given way too much credit for being given a production or producer than what they just really are, beat makers. Jimmy Iovine is not a musician in any way, probably can't clap his hands straight in the dark, but he is one of the greatest producers that ever lived in the 20th and 21st century. So you have to give him the credit where his credit is due, because he's streamed a ton of hits under his belt. And he's made names for people who are household names, Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac. We could go on and on for those who may not even know who these people are. They exist because they had a career, and Jimmy Iovine is one who gave him a career. So we could go on and on and on. It's a really simple difference between production versus beat making. And I think once you get the idea, you'll understand what the differences are. And then maybe as a beat maker, you're going to fly your way into really becoming one of the great super producers that existed in times past. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the Facebook, hit the all the stuff. Keep it coming. I'm here. Got more for you. I keep saying I got more for you. I don't know why I need to tell you that. You guys are just already somewhat used to me. Okay, I'm done.